In Taoist cosmology, everything emerges from and returns to Kai, the fundamental life force or subtle energy that permeates all existence. Kai exists on a continuum from the most refined, rarefied forms to the most dense, material manifestations. This continuum perspective parallels modern concepts of vibrational density, where different states of matter and energy represent varying frequencies of the same underlying substance. Imagine a spectrum. At one end, pure consciousness; at the other, solid matter. Kai flows through all, connecting the physical to the spiritual. This is not just philosophy, it's a practical map for understanding your own energy body. In meditation or astral projection, you learn to sense and refine your Kai, moving from density to subtlety. Modern physics echoes this. Quantum fields give rise to particles, just as Kai gives rise to forms. So when you feel stuck in material concerns, remember, you are made of the same stuff as the stars, and you can learn to shift your frequency. The Yin-Yang principle describes how reality manifests through complementary opposites: dark light, feminine masculine, receptive active, earth heaven. Crucially, this is not dualism in the Western philosophical sense, but rather complementary dualism, two aspects of a unified whole that contain seeds of each other and naturally flow into one another. In the familiar yin-yang symbol, each side has a dot of the opposite color, showing that within every force lies its counterpart. This teaches us that opposites are not enemies but dance partners. In your own life, instead of resisting challenges, you can see them as the yang to your yin, creating balance. In astral projection, this principle helps you navigate between the physical and subtle realms without attachment. The goal is not to escape one for the other, but to harmonize both. As the Tao Te Ching says, when this and that are not opposed. This is called the hinge of the Tao. Taoist philosophy describes a sophisticated understanding of reality's nature that progresses through 4 discernible perspectives or stages of realization. Stage 1 is ordinary waking consciousness, where matter appears solid and separate, and time flows linearly. This is what Zhuangzi called the bondage of the 10,000 things. Stage 2 begins with spiritual practice. Perception shifts to recognize the dance between yin and yang. Boundaries soften, and interconnectedness becomes apparent, similar to astral or fourth-dimensional experience. Stage 3 approaches the mystery of mysteries, the Tao that cannot be named. This resembles fifth-dimensional consciousness or causal plane awareness, where unity consciousness prevails. Stage 4 is the ultimate realization of the true person, who transcends all dimensions and perceives the unmanifest. Each stage is a refinement of perception, moving from density to pure awareness. You don't have to be a Taoist master to benefit. Any meditator or projector can recognize these shifts. Taoist inner alchemy works with 3 fundamental energies: Jing essence, Kai life force, and Shen spirit. Through Neidan practice, practitioners transform Jing to Kai, Kai to Shen, and Shen to emptiness, then emptiness to Tao, a process of refining vibrational frequency from density to pure awareness. Jing is your physical vitality, stored in the kidneys. Kai is your energy body, circulating through meridians. Shen is your spiritual light, residing in the heart. The alchemical process is like distilling a coarse substance into a fine essence. In practical terms, you start with physical health, Jing, then cultivate energy through breathwork and movement, Kai, then refine your mind and spirit through meditation, Shen, and finally let go of all attachments, emptiness. This is the ultimate self-transformation. Modern energy workers and astral projectors often unknowingly follow this path. The key is integration, grounding each stage before moving to the next. Taoist cosmology describes 3 interpenetrating realms: heaven Tian, earth Dai, and humanity Ren. These realms are not spatially separate, but represent different vibrational frequencies of consciousness and Kai. Heaven is the realm of pure Shen and subtle energies. Earth is the realm of dense matter. Humanity is the bridge between them. Taoist texts describe soul travel capabilities through what's called the yin spirit body, a subtle body that can journey beyond the physical. The Zhuangzi's account of the fasting of the mind and later Neidan manuals detail methods for conscious projection that closely resemble modern astral travel accounts, but with an important distinction. Taoist practice emphasizes grounding and integration rather than escapism. What modern accounts call beings of light correspond in Taoism to manifestations of Shen, refined spiritual energy that can take luminous form. In higher Taoist practice, one cultivates the spirit body, Shen Tai, made of pure Shen, which can operate independently of the physical form and interact with other Shen beings. Their maps of consciousness, developed through direct experience, are now being validated by science. Whether you approach this through meditation, astral projection, or quantum physics, the message is clear. Reality is far more fluid and interconnected than we once believed.